Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel Card Tricks, and today I'm going to teach you the Triumph. The Triumph is a classic of card magic. In the plot of the Triumph, the magician takes a deck of cards, splits it in half, turns one half face up and one face down, weaves the cards together, and then with a magical gesture, all the cards right themselves going the same direction. The spectator never saw any sleight of hand, and of course, they wonder how you did it. Typically, the Triumph can be done one of two ways. One, with sleight of hand, or two, with a gimmicked deck. And today, I'm going to show you how to do it with zero sleight of hand and a non-gimmick deck. We're going to use a regular deck, and this is a completely self-working trick. And best of all, it uses a technique that you've already learned. We're going to use the same setup that you learned when you did the rotating card. So when you get one card to turn upside down, we're going to do the same exact setup as that. So let's show you really quick what it looks like. All right. So just use this deck here. Okay. And again, in the routine, we're going to take off about half. Okay. And we're going to turn half the deck face up, just like this. I'm going to lay the face up right on the table, and then lay the face down on top of that. So we'll have two halves facing each other. Face up cards and face down cards, just like that, okay? We're gonna mix it all up, make you dizzy. I'm gonna rotate the deck 3 times, okay? Magical 1, magical 2, magical 3. Now, I'm gonna find one of the face up cards. Should have one, I think, right there, okay? And I'm going to use this as my lead card. And if I just turn this face down and put it back in the deck, I bet I can get that 7 to talk to all the other cards and have them write themselves as well. And with just a magical gesture, let's see if all the cards now are going the same direction. They are. Look at that. Every single card is going the same direction. That is a very easy Triumph. All right, so let's learn how to do it. Like I said, it uses the exact same technique as you learned with the card that's reversed in the deck, and that is to roll the bottom card. That's it. So this is the top of the deck. This is the bottom of the deck. You're going to take this single card, turn it upside down, and put it right back. You're then going to remember your orientation as it's in the tuck box. When I open tuck boxes, I open them this way, and I slide cards out this way, okay? Not this way. This looks like the top, and it is, but my cards, I want them to come out backs and back, like that. So that's how I remember it, okay? This mirrored image. I don't flash the bottom, okay? Don't flash the bottom. And you're going to do 2 things at the same time, and this is what confuses your spectator. You're going to break the deck in half, and as you rotate this face up, you're also going to rotate this hand face down, okay? So you're doing 2 things at the same time, all right? Break it in half, rotate. See what I did? I rotated this upside down. They saw this a second ago. They saw backs. They still see backs, so it doesn't look disconnected. It looks like they're seeing the same thing, but they're not. All they're seeing now is a bunch of face-up cards with a single face-down card on top of it. Okay? So, in slow motion and separated, I'm doing this. Okay? But at speed, if I pull it apart first and then just do this, it's hard for them to notice that anything's changed. And this is where I tell them what's going to happen. I have the deck split in half. I have half a set of face-up cards, half a set of face-down cards. I'm going to stick these 2 together so that half the deck is face up and the other half is face down. I'm going to pick the entire thing up. At this point, it looks like this, right? This is all a face-up deck with 1 face-down card, but they don't know that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to make you dizzy, or make the cards dizzy, or confuse the cards, whatever, right? And I'm going to rotate it 3 times. Rotating the deck 3 times will put this side down because it's an odd number. So once, twice, thrice, right? Now we have the entire deck going face down. You're right back to where you started. And then you make the comment that you'll grab one of the face-up cards. But the reality is there only is one. And you'll use that card to teach the others. So you keep it like this, don't flash, right? Pull that one face-down card from the bottom and say if I take this card and turn it over, I can get all the rest of the cards to turn over. And if I put it back in the deck, I can get that one card to talk to the other cards and get them all to rotate. Then you make a magical gesture. You got to do something, right? You got to make some gesture, some movement, so that they feel like, ooh, maybe something happened in that moment. I usually do this kind of an action with a snap at the same time, like that. And then I say, okay, let's see if the entire deck has righted itself. You can make a tight spread and show that every card is going the same direction. If you'd like to prove, right, you can always show the faces too and show them all going the same direction there as well. And so you just did a triumph. You did your very first triumph, right? And all you had to do was reverse the bottom card. All right, so let's add another part to the trick. Let's bring in the spectator. It's always going to be more entertaining if the spectator feels like they're a part of the trick, right? So we'll have them select a card. This is how we're going to do it. First, we're going to make sure that our card is reversed on the bottom, just like before. I'm going to fan the cards toward the spectator and have them select any card they want. There's nothing to force here. They can really take any card, just so long as you don't spread too far, right? Don't spread too far and flash your bottom card. So you're going to spread through, let them grab any card they want, okay? For our trick today, they're going to grab the 4 of spades. I'm just going to lay that off to the side for now. Now you're going to go through your trick just like you did before. Break your deck in half, rotate both hands, and talk about face up and face down, okay? You're going to take the face up cards, lay them on the table, and give them a little spread. And it's fine to do this because you're calling these the face up cards, and they really are. And you say, can you place your card in the middle face down somewhere and lose it? So again, you don't want to see it, but they can put it anywhere they want, and you can square it back up. And then you say, I'm going to take these face down cards and place it right on top. So you say, I have face up cards, face down cards, and your card somewhere in the middle. Now I'm going to do the trick exactly the same way I did before. Rotate once, rotate twice, rotate 3 times. Pull the bottom card out. Say that I'm going to get all the cards to rotate over, rotate this, stick it back inside, and say, okay, let's see if I can get all the cards to flip face up, do my wave and snap, and again, spread the cards. And as I spread, you're going to see all the cards right themselves except one, and that'll be your spectator's card. And that is how you do the triumph with a spectator's card. So both of them are really easy. Again, they're both self-working. I would advise you to practice the first one first and get to where you're good at it and can do it without fumbling, without messing up, and then move over to the second half where you have a spectator select the card. It's very easy, but again, I want you to practice. The part that you have to practice the most is doing your turn at the same time, okay? You don't have to let go of the cards, because if you let go of the cards, they could drop, right? You don't have to let go. You're going to do your turn at the same time, and then you're just going to remember that face-up cards go down first, okay? And the face-down cards go second. And the thing I would just worry about and make sure you practice is that you're not getting this top card to slide around. You know, if you just do this, see that top card, it's spun, and now they can clearly see the face-up card underneath it. So that'd be another flash, all right? So you're gonna break, rotate and rotate, put the face-up cards down first, and if I move these over to the other hand, I can be a little bit more gentle about how I put it down, just to make sure that I'm not, you know, doing that and they slide. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to give away what you've done. You're going to rotate and rotate, put this half down. You can transfer and put it on top. Then you're going to pick the whole thing up again without sliding, right? You're going to pick the whole thing up and then turn it 3 times. and you should be good to go. If you missed any part of that, of course, you can always go back and rewind, watch things again, and you can always ask me questions down below in any of my videos, and I'll be happy to comment and help you through it. Have a great time, guys, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey, have you ever purchased a magic trick that they said was easy or for beginners, and when you opened it up, it was just a bunch of parts and some typed out instructions? Like, how are you supposed to figure out how to do a trick with instructions that are this small and there's just no detail, right? No video, no pictures. You're so disappointed. You wanted to learn how to do this trick. You thought it'd be fun. And then when you got it in the mail, you were sorely disappointed. I want to help you. This channel wants to help you. I have a whole playlist of instructional videos that'll walk you through my personal handling on these tricks plus many more. Now, obviously, you need to own the tricks, right? You need to own the tricks in order to perform them. You won't be able to do any of these tricks unless you actually own them. But another great way to use this channel is as a way to look at tricks that are available on the market and to decide whether those tricks are going to work for you. I purchase all of my tricks from penguinmagic.com. And so if you'd like access to that playlist, if you would like to see kind of behind the scenes and get my personal handling for these tricks plus many more, you can hit the join button down below and subscribe to this channel for only 99 cents a month. And as long as you're a subscriber, you'll have access to those videos plus any new ones I continue to make. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.